Yeah, welcome fellow adventurers. It's time to start with episode 4, named The Dragon's Reach Part 1. Check your mail for ministry treachery. Alright, that's what we're gonna do now. Dear Odin, I hope this finds you well. I'm afraid my efforts to get the Queen to the summit haven't gone as smoothly as expected. The Queen had a situation arise that may prevent her from attending. I will give you the full details when you arrive, but the short version is that someone is spreading rumors that Queen Jenna not only met with Evil Scarlet prior to the Queen's Jubilee celebration, but also conspired to give Scarlet the mechanical watch nights. This is of course ridiculous, and but the Queen can't leave Divinity's reach until these rumors are squelched. Countess Anise has suggested that I use my intuitive ability to find the cat spreading the rumors and discredit them, but I don't want to do this alone. Will you come help me? Your friend Casimir. Of course, we will come to her help. Let's delete this message. If I find my way around, because I'm not really sure
Might makes me right.
where she wants to meet us. Okay. Meet with Casimir. Yeah, I saw on the map it's somewhere here in the... Okay. Do we need to go to the upper level? It seems so. Yeah, this is one of my favorite cities here. Well, there aren't so many favorite cities here in Guild Wars 2. One for each race. This is for the humans. It's kind of beautiful. Party politics. Meet with Casimir.
Let me catch you up on what's happening. Queen Jenna can't attend the summit because someone has accused her of conspiring with Scarlet. The hearing is the same day. Someone's lying, and we have to figure out who. Soon as we know, we can confront that person and get them to recant their statement. We need to talk to everyone, find clues to the truth, and build evidence to defend the Queen. Once we discover who among them is the mastermind, we'll take action. But be careful. These people are suspicious and sensitive. Say something too blunt or off-putting, and they'll clam up. If we're obviously undermining their plans, they'll have us escorted out of the party, and it will all have been for nothing.
Okay. We have to be really careful or what? They will introduce us at the steps. Alright, let's go. Come on, Casimir. This is the Herald. And he will herald us. Wonder how he will introduce us.
Introducing a hero who needs no introduction, the Commander of the Pact, and accompanying the Casimir Mead.
Keep it together, Kaz. You can get through this. Be confident, like Jory.
Casimir, come over here. Don't look so glum. Care for an hors d'oeuvre? Hello, dear Casimir. Don't worry your little face over what the Herald's papers say. You'll always be noble in my eyes.
Countess Anise. That's direct and kind of you to say. I'm afraid I don't feel particularly noble.
Then we must do something about that. Nobility isn't in the blood, as so many believe. It's in your choices. Your return to grace is only a pardon away. If your talent for detecting lies is all you say it is, well, let's just say I'm confident we can convince the Queen your value overrides your father's misfortune.
I only hope to be of some small service, Countess. Oh dear. Okay. Let's start picking apart everything they say. One of these ministers is spreading lies about the Queen.
Don't misunderstand, Countess. I'm certainly grateful to you for purchasing my billet and putting me to work. I'm just not sure I understand the reasoning behind dragging me to this soiree of yours.
Okay, without arousing any suspicions, we are gonna find the lying minister. Not sure what this means, but okay, I'm willing to take a look around. And Wait, give me a moment. Just want to check something out. Okay, ready to go. I thought I had an outfit which I could wear here when I'm just running around and trying to find a suspicion. It seems this bar definitely seems as if we could fail at the given task. Okay.
Skip the small talk.
You're a busy bee. Does that make you charming or does it make you nosy? Definitely nosy. They say you were in court the same day Scarlet was. Charming? I hope. No, that was you. I saw her once in the throne. She was having quiet talk. Lucky you.
I can take that. Thank you.
Man, you an idiot. Okay, let's try this here. This seems to be something regarding to the story. It's a matter of public record who receives an audience with the Queen and when. There were several people there that day. What did Scarlet want? She was soft-spoken. I doubt anyone heard her but the Queen and Countess Anise. It was as if they were conspiring. Did you see Minister Aton there? I believe so. I spent most of the time behind my handkerchief. The goat? Or maybe it was the farmer smelled so badly it made my eyes water. Now we can discuss it with... Oh, wrong button.
I see Minister Estelle has political ambitions. She's been having a lot of private meetings with Minister Codicus.
Okay. What has Casimir to say? My mind is spinning. So much information. Can you make heads or tails of it? We've learned a few things. First, we know who was in court that day. Yes, a farmer with a goat, 2 ministers, Estelle and Aton and Scarlet. And we know that Caudescus lets others do his dirty work for him. We also heard that both Estelle and Aton have seen Caudecus lately. It must be one of them. Let's talk to Minister Aton first. Interesting how many information now we got there. I didn't realize that, guys. I didn't really realize this, but okay. How can I go up there the normal way?
Oh, no. Avoid anything remotely equestrian. You don't want your guests to enter your foyer and think the balusters are centaurs.
Uh-huh. Didn't realize
Stay
that
distracted, Countess. What are you looking for in this crowd? I could lend my eyes and ears to your search. If there's nothing in particular you need me to do, would you mind if I help myself to some of your refreshments? Am I really so dull? Well, here's something interesting. Would you like to know how long a severed head remains conscious? I suppose not. Do let me know if you need me to do more than make debutantes and fops uncomfortable.
Uh-huh. Karnak speaking. Here's our Minister Aton.
Didn't see you there.
So, as I was telling my old friend Caudecus the other day, we really must do something about these bandits. They are a hazard. I have reason to believe they're connected to the White Mantle. Did you see Scarlet the day she had an audience with the Queen? I did. There were 4 of us in the throne room with the Queen and Countess Anise. And the guards, of course. It was Scarlet, me, Minister Estelle, and some dirty farmer with a goat. And the Queen spoke to Scarlet? Yes, she was polite as always, but the Countess kept whispering in the Queen's ear. It was making us all nervous. Scarlet wanted permission to study with the engineer that designed the watch nights. What did the Queen say? She respectfully declined. Scarlet was the last in line and the Queen left before there could be more discussion. Scarlet tried to say more, but the Queen apologized and hurried out. Anything else? The Sylvari, Scarlet, looked livid. She stormed out, shoving guards out of her way.
So good to see you, Minister.
She was rather frightening, actually. I imagine that's what Countess Anise saw that made her hustle the Queen away. Cuss. Does his testimony line up? His description of events perfectly matches what Anise told me. Minister Aton is telling the truth? He must not be the one. Interesting, thank you.
You've convinced me. It looks like Minister Estelle is the one spreading this horrible rumor. Let's keep at it. If we're going to confront her, we'll need serious evidence to back us up.
I know for a fact that the Queen had a private talk with Scarlet. How? Everyone is saying it, so it must be true.
Suspicion. Our suspicion meter builds up. Gather incoming evidence against the lying minister. I don't think we get it from Lady Claire. Huh? But, well, come on, let's talk to her. Hello. We were just discussing how horrible it is that the Queen betrayed us all. That's just a bad rumor, a lie? No, it's not. I saw her in the Salma district shortly after nightfall. She wore a black woolen cloak with a hood up. The only reason I knew it was her was because I bumped into her and saw her face. Casimir, what do you think? Her eye twitched when she said that. I don't think it's the truth. I believe... who are we saying this now? To Casimir or to her?
Waiter. Oh, pardon me.
Just a bad rumor, a lie. Nope, this doesn't add up. Listen, just between you and me, I may not be telling the exact truth, but they offered me a lot of gold if I say it was I was there. Please, you can't tell anyone. You're going to have to testify. Alright, I will testify that I was paid to lie, but I will never say who paid me. I don't betray old friends. Still, I wasn't comfortable lying, but my son is ill. I hope the Queen will forgive me.
Good observation. I had a feeling she was lying. The Queen wouldn't hold a private meeting with just anyone, much less a Silvari with no political connections. This woman will testify.
Okay, this woman will testify. Get evidence against the lying minister. So, is there something to get here or what? This is servant? I've learned a few things about you. Wait, are you sure it's the right time? Okay. Nah, this is the Minister Estelle.
Thank you.
Nope, okay. We have to get her. She's the one who we are now suspecting. Spreading the rumors. Okay.
Might makes me right.
Might makes me right.
You seem distracted, Countess. What are you looking for in this crowd?
Man, I know
You
it's...
must be mistaken.
My eyes and
My
ears
niece
to your
knows a guard
search.
who heard from a doorman that the
If
Queen...
there's nothing in particular you
I've
need
said
me
too
to
much.
do, would you mind if I help myself
Okay.
to some of your refreshments? Am I really so
here
dull?
seems to be...
Well,
Oh man,
here's
Kanak.
something interesting. Would you like to know how long a
Kanak
severed
should
head
stop
remains
now.
conscious?
Yeah, it's okay. Okay. Oh, you, Odin. You're well known in these parts, and
Oh, I do hope you're enjoying our offering.
the Queen recently mentioned you were hosting a summit. She'd like very much to attend. That may be complicated. Oh, I know, those lies Estelle is spreading. Can you imagine our barefoot Queen skulking through the streets at night in disguise? It's lovable. You don't think she met... Was Casimir? Look at this. Yeah. So she didn't meet with Scarlet? In the throne room, yes, but not in the streets. A Char emissary visited the Queen at night. While the emissary since left, the guard who was present will testify.
Countess Anise hardly ever lets the Queen out of her sight. She and the guard will corroborate the Queen's alibi.
Okay. Where's that guard now? Do we have now enough evidence? We have now 2 who will testify that this is just all a big hoax.
Our clams weren't up to your
Now we just try it out. Let's go there back again, guys. So where was the spot now? Ah, here.
What?
How? What should
Is
we...
lying a prerequisite for being in the ministry?
Huh? It makes me so sad to think that the people who run our city, our kingdom, can get along with each other. Now one of the ministers is spreading lies about the Queen. Pay for any information? Not all are bad. Who do you work for? I beg your pardon, I don't believe. Party servers? I'm preoccupied with other duties?
Are you well?
How come we pay him? I'm employed by Minister Arton. I won't shoot myself in the foot for a few coins.
You seem friendly.
Okay, both my wife and I work for ministers. They can be like night and day. My wife works for Minister Estelle. I work for Minister Arton. Do you like your jobs? Most days my wife has a harder time and the minister has a gambling problem. If she's winning, she's fine. If not, she's dangerous. Would she know where Estelle was the night of the alleged meeting? Maybe. Estelle often visits her old friend Lady Claire in the evening. Ask my wife if she knows what happened. She's a good woman and won't lie to protect the minister.
That's another witness who can help us prove the Queen's innocence. Nicely done.
Uh-huh. Okay, what do you think? Do we have enough evidence to crucify? There's plenty. The servant's wife can testify that Estelle met. Maybe the threat of her testifying will be enough to shut this down. What else? We have multiple witnesses who say the Queen turned down Scarlett's request. I still can't believe Scarlett wanted to study with a watch night engineer. Thank the gods the Queen turned her down, though. That might explain Scarlett's anger when she attacked our city. What else? We know Estelle's friend was lying for her. For a pouch of gold, you mean? Estelle must have coached Lady Claire. I don't imagine it will be too hard to get her to testify to the lie. I guess they ran such good friends after all. We're ready to confront.
Looks like we've got everything we need. Time to expose Minister Estelle for the liar she is.
Okay.
Gentlemen, please leave.
Oh.
I see you've been busy socializing with the guests.
Yeah. Don't forget that we know she's seen and talked with Caudillos as recently as the garden party. If you catch in a lie, call her on it. Okay.
What?
So, hello, Busy Bee. She's greeting us. I must admit I'm a bit charmed by how you flit from flower to flower. I know all about you. Listen closely to what Estelle says. Once she's finished, don't be afraid to ask her to repeat what she said. Press her only when you're certain she's lying. Okay, she's giving us hints how we can catch her in a lie. I have a question. Is it true that you work closely with Lord Caudillos? I used to work with Lord Caudillos, but now I'm considering retirement. I've started spending most of my time in the ministry library. I hardly ever see him. Tell me more. Admittedly, I occasionally do small tasks for him, but he is still recovering from that awful scandal. He keeps to himself most of the time. Tell me more. Even at parties, Lord Caudillos is off doing his own thing, and I'm left to my own devices. I'm just a wallflower, really. Casimir? She keeps backpedaling. Press her when she lies, and then present your evidence to counter her arguments. Minister Estelle, can you repeat that? I used to work with Lord Caudillos, but now that I'm considering retirement, I hardly ever see him. Tell me more. Okay, this is just true. He keeps him most of the time. Tell me more. Even at parties, Lord Caudillos is off doing his own thing. I'm left to my own device. I'm just a wallflower, really. Eh?
I can take that. Thank you.
Okay. That's what I've heard. Why would I lie about something like that? He's my boss. I don't work directly with him. I met someone who says you see Caudillos often. Admittedly, I occasionally do small tasks with him, but he's still recovering from that awful scandal. He keeps to himself most of the time. You attended his garden party long ago? Oh, yes, I nearly forgotten that there was a large crowd there. I only saw the legate minister from across the roses. I heard there was only a handful of people there. Even at parties, Lord Caudillos is off doing his own thing and I'm left to my own devices. Shy? Oh yes, I barely spoke with anyone during that entire party. Beautiful garden tour. A witness said you had an aside with Caudillos. He talked, you nodded. Fine, he and I talked, but you never learned the topic of that discussion and you can't prove it had anything to do with the Queen. I don't have to prove it, just have to discredit you?
So perhaps I misspoke. Apologies. I shall revise my statement.
What? Reject?
Skip the small talk.
So what if I work with Lord Caudillos? It means nothing. It doesn't change the fact that I was there when Scarlett had your audience with the Queen. Did you hear what the Queen discussed with Scarlett? No, they spoke too quietly, like school girlfriends whispering which no one else could hear. Tell me more. I must have been lost in my own thoughts while the Queen and Scarlet conspired deviously. Tell me more. I heard the word watch nice. Isn't that bad enough? Do you know how many people died because the Queen gave Scarlet access to the watch nice? Why are you still interrogating me? She's the criminal.
Care for an order?
Okay, let's repeat her. She heard everything. I heard hushed words, but I couldn't make out any of them. The Queen seemed pleased, though. Minister Arthur heard everything. His ears
take that. Thank
must be better than yours. I must have been lost in my own thoughts while the Queen and Scarlet conspired deviously. Nope, I heard the Queen was escorted out for safety. You weren't there. You can't possibly know how they behaved unless you questioned the goat. I spoke with Arton. His vision agrees with the Countess and the goats. Yes, well, one person's politeness is another's friendliness.
Aren't you the nosy one? If you must know, I'll tell you what really happened.
Disproved of Minister Estelle's final statement.
Is this a party or a circus?
It doesn't matter what happened in the throne room. The Queen arranged to meet Scarlet later that evening. She didn't want any of us to hear them, so she sneaked out. You're sticking by the claim that they arranged this in the throne room? Absolutely. Their foreheads were practically touching. They were so chummy, they agreed to something. And what else could it be? Tell me more. So, it was brief. A look, a smile. Maybe they already arranged to meet later. I don't know. All I know is that I saw them under that bridge. It was the Queen and Scarlet. The Queen? Okay. I'm not the only one who saw her. There was another witness who came forward, a noblewoman, and we know she got paid. Why are you working so hard to protect Queen Jenna? She sold us all out and now she's just trying to cover her tracks. It was definitely Jenna in a red cape. Can you repeat that? Okay. You're crazy. Anise would never let Scarlet get that close to the Queen.
Oh, the audacity. Where are your manners?
Guards, please escort these scandal mongers to the gates.
Oh no. This isn't what was supposed to happen.
What? Oh, I got something wrong. Oh, that's disorienting. My goodness. What just happened? It felt like a mesmer spell. I think Anise created a diversion for us. Let's get back into the party. Oh, well. At least I get a second try, or what? Man. This is echt...
Stop right there.
This shrimp bisque is...
Yeah.
I need to know.
Man, I just want to get... I just want to finish this business here now.
Skip the small talk.
Okay. Tell me more, tell me more, tell me more. So. Okay, we'll leave that one. So it was brief. Impossible. We know this is not true that Queen Anise met Scarlet under a bridge in a cloak. Impossible. What time did you see them? Later, about an hour after dark, they were in the Salmas district. I caught sight of the Queen's profile and nearly fainted. Why would she endanger herself like that? The Queen was in the office with the Char emissary at the time. Yep. I'm not the only one who saw her. There was another witness who came forward, a noblewoman. How many other witnesses do you have in your pocket? Because that one is being bought. And she will testify that. Everyone knows we were in school together. That's no secret. But she and I haven't spoken in years. Someone paid her to lie. And I suspect it was you. Okay. You told your accomplice to say it was a black cape. No, it was a red cape, I think. Have you forgotten? You're trying to confuse me. It was a red cape. I'm sure of it. Dark red. If you and your old friend can't agree on the color of the Queen's cape... Wait, I remember now. The Queen was in a black cape, yes. Countess Anise was in a red one. Did I forget to mention they were both there? You know the Countess wouldn't let the Queen go anywhere alone. You saying Countess Anise was there too. What? Clearly we need to discuss this further, Odin. Okay.
This way.
Care for an order?
Okay, this is now the right track
I
here.
think we're done here.
Come on, Estelle. We have to eliminate any doubt at all. If there's even the smallest chance that Estelle is telling the truth, she's not. But we need to hear Anise say she wasn't under that bridge. I'm sure I'd have sensed it if there were some kind of mesmer cover-up. Don't you think? It doesn't matter. I will know if the Countess is lying when we ask her. Let's go. The Countess Anise is lying? I do remember Countess Anise from the personal story, but it's been now so long. Maybe there's something, a twist to that story.
Stop. Don't approach her. It's an illusion.
Hors d'oeuvre.
I am elsewhere. Find me, and we shall talk.
It's an illusion?
My apologies for the deception, but I must go to unconventional lengths to protect Kryta.
Countess, Minister Estelle is claiming that you were there at this secret meeting. She's implicating you.
Nonsense. I was at no such meeting. I did, however, receive a mysterious message signed only with the initial E. The note said that Estelle was in a bandit gambling parlor when she was supposedly spying on our queen. Reminding her of this will be enough to make her drop her lie, faster than Vern's dignity.
Okay. I guess now we have the information ready. Let's go and confront Estelle again, and I guess this time we can nail her down to her lies.
You again?
Yeah.
I hope you're not planning another interrogation. This is a party, if you haven't noticed.
A party?
Skip the small talk.
I imagine Countess Anise had a lie to cover up her presence at the bridge. It's her word against mine. Actually, Minister, it's several people's words against yours. What are you talking about? Has someone said they testify against me? We have witnesses who will support Countess Anise's story. Traitors to the...
Thank you.
Traitors to the ministry? Traitors. They will find themselves in the streets soon. I doubt it. The Queen has positions for those who are honest and honorable. They are those of us who see through the ministry lies, and our numbers are growing. Jory would approve, eh, Cass? Goodbye.
I'll have you know I'm very well connected, and
Your connections can't help with this. We know what you've been up to.
What do you mean?
We know you couldn't have witnessed this supposed meeting with Scarlet. We hear you were busy meeting with some lobbyists that day.
Lobbyist? What are you talking about?
So much for subtlety. You were busy gambling with some ruffians.
Keep your voice down. That's a baseless accusation.
Is that so, Minister Estelle? Perhaps you and I should speak privately and sort this little mess out. Please follow my guards. I'll be with you shortly.
Lol.
Countess Anise, thank you for inviting us to your party. It's been an entertaining and productive evening.
No one is more delighted by your presence than I. With all that socializing and skullduggery, you must be craving the longest of naps. Now that this messy affair is out of the way, I feel fairly certain Queen Jenna will attend your summit. I think Minister Estelle will soon see the value in cooperating with me, rather than rotting in prison for treason. I may have use for her. On a separate note, I do hope you will stay and join the Queen's entourage, Casimir.
You mean travel with the Queen to the summit? I'd be honored.
Yes, I think that's the right play. You will, of course, have time to relay the full details of your father's story at that time.
Oh, I don't think the Queen would be interested in...
Nonsense. Now go. Say pretty things to my guests and enjoy yourselves for the rest of the evening.
Care for an hors d'oeuvre?
Okay, speak with Countess Anise. You must visit more often. The party wouldn't have been nearly as much fun without you. The Queen sends her gratitude as well.
I can take that. Thank
She
you.
can now attend your summit. I'll be there as well, though incognito. Wonderful news. I appreciate your support, Countess. If you have no objections, I believe I will keep dear Casimir with me for a while. We have much to talk about, don't we, pet? Pet? Uh-huh. One last question. If you knew Estelle was guilty, why not just out her? Put simply, I'm too close to the Queen for my claims to be believable without support. I'd lose much if our dear Jenna were incarcerated and the ministers know it. That's where you came in. I understand. Well, I won't keep you any longer. Goodbye for now. Wow, party politics, guys.
I like it.
Wait for word from your companion's return to Divinity's Reach. Recalibrating the waypoints. Quite a lengthy talking episode, guys. We will continue next time with the next part here in episode 4. See ya.
For great justice.